So the biggest thing for this type of problem is to understand the notation. So let's look at part 1 where it says as x, this little arrow means approaches. So as x approaches negative infinity, they're trying to figure out what's happening to f of x, or in this case the y value. You can see y is equal to f of x. So the best thing to do, I guess, to kind of visualize this is just pretend you're at some point on the graph. Let's just say you hopped on right here. It says as x approaches negative infinity. So negative infinity on the x-axis is way over here. Positive infinity would be here. So just walk towards the negative infinity and just figure out what's happening to this y value. So as you start walking this way, we see this y value is getting smaller and smaller along the graph. But as you keep going towards negative infinity, it does have like a place where it kind of stops. Not really stops, but doesn't really go below a certain point. So if you look at this graph, this y value happens to be 1. So as x is getting really small, this y value is getting closer and closer to 1. Positive 1. Right here. So f of x would be approaching positive 1 in this case. So the next one says as x approaches, so I'm going to erase this person here. As x approaches negative 1, but this negative 1 superscript right here means from the left side. So as you're going towards the value of negative 1 on the x-axis, which is right here, that's negative 1. From the left side, what's happening to the y values on the graph? So let's say once again we're here. So we're going to walk towards the negative 1. The y values, as you're getting closer and closer towards this negative 1, seem to go up and up and up and up forever. So this is an asymptote. It never touches this, crosses this point on the x-axis. So as x approaches negative 1 from the left side, our graph is going towards infinity because it's going up forever. Remember, on the y-axis, positive infinity is way at the top and negative infinity is at the bottom. Next part says as x approaches negative 1 from the right side. So we're on the right side of this graph now. And we're going to walk along the graph, but we're going to move towards negative 1. So we start doing that, and we see that we're going up and up and up and up again forever. So this f of x, or the y value, is approaching positive infinity also. And then finally, last one says as x approaches infinity, what is f of x doing, or what's the graph doing? What's it getting close to? So let's walk towards the x value of infinity, which is all the way to the right. We're getting closer and closer to, what's this y value here again? Positive 1. So that's kind of how you look at these problems, where it's kind of asking you to analyze the graph. You kind of just walk towards the value, but it's important to understand the notation. I know sometimes people get confused with this subscript right here and right here. So the negative in the front of the number, that's just a part of the number, but this superscript, kind of tells you which way to approach from. So if it's a negative, it means from the left side of whichever value this negative 1 is, and then plus right here means from the right side. And that's it.